Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
Today we are watching True Detective Season 1, Episode 6. Time is a flat circle. Yeah. That seemed to be the premonition and the theme of last episode, alongside the Black Stars.
Yeah, when Rust was speaking to those detectives, I had no idea what the fuck he was on about.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Rust is a hard man to fully understand, and some of the scenes might mean more once we know what the ending is upon a rewatch kind of thing.
He tends to impress me, but sometimes I get lost.
He's very entertaining to watch, but yeah, sometimes I'm like, dude, I'm trying, but I cannot put together what you're talking about.
I know, like some of the words he's using, and I'm like, does that match up with that sentence? Like, what is going on?
But some of the things that he's been alluding to is, in regards to time is a flat circle, is this concept of things being almost repeating.
Yes.
In a cycle that can't be stopped.
Which I would say is not untrue, like in our lives and also in his right now.
And in this case, especially, it seems to be repeating.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest lead we've got is this mention of the Yellow King, which we'd heard before, but it seems that we haven't caught the Yellow King.
Yes.
So we now know that they know that. See, earlier in the episode, when they were like, oh, this killing's still happening, so you guys got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
And we were like, holy shit, but now we're like, no, they know. Or at the very least, Russ knows. Because he's been spotted at the sites, and they've actually...
at the crime scenes, which is interesting. So I feel like what they're painting him out to be now is a suspect, but I believe down deep in my heart, I know he's been through a rough time and, he's been in some dark places, but in my heart of hearts, I believe that he is obviously still working the case.
Yes.
Like, he is trying to figure out who this person is.
And I think potentially he's been undercover, officially or unofficially, for many years now, and maybe only him and Marty know. Maybe they've made their own deal. I don't know exactly what's going on, but there was a lot of foreshadowing with him being undercover for many years and doing things that normal people couldn't.
Because Marty's still got his back, essentially. I know that if he starts to not have his back, their whole story kind of unravels and he gets in trouble as well. So I don't know if it's from that angle or if it's like, no, we know what he's doing.
And we keep talking about this fallout that they had, but we haven't yet got any information on that.
Yeah.
So it could just be a story that they've put forth. Now, I do sway more towards Rust being unofficially undercover, like his own sort of accord.
No, for sure. I think so.
And he's got these things hidden in his cabin or wherever he's living that he won't let anyone near or see. Probably all the evidence that he's collected so far.
Yeah.
So all we know is that 17 years later, he's still after the Yellow King and we have still not caught the Yellow King.
That's a long time. Like, to not get any trace or whiff of this guy.
And why was there no evidence, seemingly no evidence of his killing, but then we also realised recently they've been keeping him out of the newspaper because when they showed Rust about it, he's like, why they keep him out of the newspaper so much? All these killings. So is it because not to scare the people? Is also probably somewhat to do with these higher ups, people in higher places that are involved here? I don't know.
True. Oh, there's just so many things at play that Russ has said last episode alone that we're just like mind blown. I wonder where they're going to go with it.
You mentioned alone. We saw him at the end sort of taking on the case alone, at least a little bit, in the past that we're looking at.
Yeah.
And then come the present, we've seen him, he sort of concluded his discussion with those two detectives and he's walked out on them.
Yeah.
So that almost makes me feel like with 3 episodes left, we might eventually pick up or continue on from the present time. Because there's no more interview being had now.
Yeah, that's true. At least with Ross. Yeah.
But we still need to look at the past a bit more because we've not concluded. I feel like the finale will be one where we're in present now.
Yeah.
And we've got to put everything that we've learned together.
That's why it'll be interesting now. Like, I feel like Ross might make contact with Marty. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll just put them in danger. Like, it might look a bit suspicious. I don't know where they'll go with it. But I just feel like on a rewatch, all the things, especially in the interview style, like that Russ has said, I just feel like we're going to be looking at it from a different light.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't know how this ends, obviously, but I feel like if you're ever advising someone to watch True Detective, you've almost got to tell them you need to give it a handful of episodes, because I feel like the first 3, it doesn't. You might get hooked, but it doesn't show you this wow factor that people keep talking about. But then for us anyway, we watched episode 4 and 5. And that really makes you go, okay, shit, what is going on here? Now now the story's really built its foundation. But the first 3 themselves, it's not. Some shows you watch one episode.
Character building.
Yes, some shows you watch in 1 or 2 episodes in, you're like, whoa, can't stop. Whereas the first 3, I was like, okay, I'm waiting for things to move, and then it sort of really grips you. And now I'm at the point where I'm very intrigued on, like, because you still sort of feel lost with it, don't you?
I know, like, where do you go from here?
Like, okay, we kind of know the story, but where is it going? What's the twist going to be? Like, what is all these conversations and themes we're looking at going to amount to? Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters for supporting the channel. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch them uncut, we'll leave a link in the description down below. And
if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go make my rounds on the other end. I'll check back with you in about 20 minutes.
They're the boys that his daughter was with.
We didn't mean any disrespect.
August 16.
Okay, so she's underage.
That's on stats rape, you know that, right?
Taking his ring off.
Oh no.
Gonna let, like, the devil out of him.
Door come open. Y'all want to step out a bit? Take some air?
It's a trap.
Oh.
It is a trap.
I think that you're a little angry right now.
You telling me how I feel?
Honestly, I'd be just shutting my mouth.
Damn, dude. What a choice.
Come on out of here. Come on.
Man. I mean, I'm hoping it's gonna make them think twice.
Man's game charges a man's price. Take that away from this, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Oh, and that guy's just watching.
Yeah, that's next. Oh my god, you'd rather be first, I think.
I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't cut it.
Oh, man. Marty's coming in. Oh. Okay, that's
He
interesting.
didn't like doing that, I'm assuming.
Potentially, yeah.
Like, he did it in his daughter's name, but he didn't love doing that.
And for whatever reason, he started working something that I didn't know about. Old Mr.
Okay, so he was out of the loop.
Yeah, so he did go solo.
Queen of Angels. One of them Tuttle schools. We didn't sleep them first 4 weeks. Sonny was missing.
Man.
Drove his mama crazy.
Understandably.
She thought she heard him. Under the water.
Oh, no.
Calling for him.
That's torture. That is torture. Oh, did she drown?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't want to get arrested. Just kid.
Oh, because he might snap.
I might do something to you.
It's fair. It's fair.
We're not going to talk to you personal matters like this without you. You don't want to talk about something, it's okay. No problem.
No
Oh,
way.
the wife.
Something went real wrong with him a long time ago.
I knew Russ to be a good man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
stick by
That's
that.
what I can offer.
He was always there for her when she needed.
You know, Marty's single big problem was that he never really knew himself.
That's interesting. Contrast.
Can I help you with anything, sir?
Oh, no. Young girl.
Tampon?
Isn't that ironic? I just think about it now. He beat those boys up, but he's worse. He was a married father, with a girl that was barely legal.
I know.
So, yeah, there's the pot calling the kettle black. He doesn't really have much of a moral high ground there.
So he's got tampons. Is that for his daughter?
Big weekend planned?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You came around this place I was staying, asking about a girl.
Ah.
Is she the girl that he gave the money to? Remember he said make something of your life? Maybe not.
No, that was somewhere else. I'm assuming one of the ones at the bars or something.
We're closed.
Oh, it's the pastor.
Oh,
The preacher.
I came to see you at your revival tent, January of '95. Looks like you gave that up. Mid-'80s. You're still with the Tuttle ministry then.
I was gonna say, Tuttle sounded familiar.
Accusations of children being interfered with.
Interfered?
When I picked up the book, this little folder falls out.
Oh.
Oh,
Of?
no.
Little folder of pictures.
Probably of kids or women.
Pictures of children.
Yep, that fits the profile we're looking for.
Naked.
Oh my god, it got worse.
Looked like they were sleeping.
Drugged.
You didn't do nothing.
He seemed angry that I brought it to him. He
What
even
the
intimated that
hell? That's
maybe I was
suspicious,
possessing or
surely.
something.
Damn. Wonder how it all links in.
Our last 2 tents vandalized. I lost heart. A little too much of this.
Isn't it crazy? Reverend one day, then fallen.
Jan was a decent lady. I heard she sold the ranch a while back.
Oh, it is that girl. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Good job.
You're a big hero in the papers.
Oh, they made a bigger deal of that than it was. I ain't been
It's kind of nice for him seeing some
heroic of late.
goodness, but he did admit to that. That's also fair.
There is nothing wrong with the way he made us.
She is moving in hot.
The universe forgives all.
Yeah, that's almost like you fuck up and then you'll be forgiven.
Oh my god, tell me just like that.
Again.
Oh man, I mean, fuck, you saved her, but then...
He never learns from his mistakes.
And I mean, after he just beat up those boys, you know, it just doesn't make his case look
I
very
know.
good.
I lost one myself, Charmaine. I lost a marriage too.
So she lost a baby, no signs of trauma. He's like with this bullshit.
Jesus, lady, you ever hear of a fucking condom?
Birth control's a sin.
Oh my god, which is the worst
Child is a
sin?
wonderful thing.
What if they keep dying? Assuming they're dying.
You see, sometimes people mistake a child as an answer for something.
That's
not wrong.
really good take.
Exactly 4:49 a.m. The sleep apnea monitor that was hooked up to his child was unplugged
Oh,
for 36
damn.
minutes.
36
And it was
minutes.
plugged back in, and by that time the child's vitals had flatlined.
She do it?
Charmaine, I need you to talk to me about some things,
What the hell?
okay?
He knows how to reel you in first and then get you to admit stuff, huh?
Yeah, man. It's very dark and eerie.
You getting it?
But she's writing everything down.
He's to sign that.
Damn, he's so good, man.
Prison is very, very hard on people who hurt kids. If you get the opportunity, you should kill yourself.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Wow.
That's interesting because of what happened last episode with that guy killing himself.
Damn, Russ has gone really dark now.
Marty was right. His frame of mind just changed a bit. Like, that affected him.
Listen, Marty, type that up for me, will you?
Excuse me? You got somewhere to be? This confession is like 40 pages.
What, you got somewhere to be? Come on, man. You want me to tie your shoes for you, too?
Damn.
I mean,
what
he's
has
the one that did
happened?
get the confession.
Hey.
Russ has just moved way on from there, like Bond.
Like my time's less than yours?
Oh, you got things to do, Marty. Need to go home to the family and play with the kids.
That's a low blow.
You've been going around bothering people, trying to open up old cases.
I am working.
Yeah, he's not giving too much away.
Yeah, damn.
That's how we do. I get people to talk. You write the stats. It's worked out well for you so far.
He knows how to push buttons.
You know what it's like being your partner? Huh?
Yeah, I imagine that'd
Fuck
be
you.
pretty hard.
No, buddy, without me, there is no you.
Oh.
So take the fucking report, man.
I mean, he's the one who's been cracking cases and keeping all this shit under
It's
wraps.
sad to see them in this state. Really loved them until recently, and now we're
I
like
guess this is their friction.
If she shows any distress, responds in any way negatively, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Of course. I was actually one of the men who found Kelly at that place 7 years back.
Oh, she's that girl that lived.
Yeah, wow.
Damn,
Oh, man, that is so sad.
Ah, that sucks.
I want to ask you a question about those men that hurt you way back then.
Straight to the point, It's very dangerous.
The man with the scars was the worst.
Man with the scars. Which one?
And neither of those two had scars that I know of.
Yeah.
The giant.
Oh, so that's Ledoux, isn't
Not
it?
necessarily.
You make me want what he did to Billy.
Oh, man.
The scars on the giant, were they on his face?
His face. His face. His face.
Oh, shit.
She looks like she's seen a ghost.
That's horrible, man.
Oh, the poor girl.
Oh, dude, that is rough to watch. It could be Ledoux. I don't know if he had scars. I don't remember.
Iberia Sheriff's talking jurisdictional complaints.
Something's going on, Major. Along the coast, women, children disappearing.
And they're not going to let him investigate it. Disgusting.
Look, either we don't find them or they don't get connected. I don't know which. And I can't decide if it's a cover-up or the garden variety incompetence here.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
shots fired.
We didn't get them all.
You're building something in your head.
Why does no one listen to him, man? He's
I
making a good
know.
point.
It's happening in the same area where that Voodoo shit goes down. And it's happening in the same area where those schools were set up.
Yeah, it can't be a coincidence.
Tuition reimbursement programs for rural and Christian schools founded by Billy Lee Tuttle. Yeah. Think about
Billy
it.
Lee
Back in
Tuttle.
95, why was he so fired up to get his ass down here? Comes barging in with his task force.
Yeah, that's right.
We're in a muddy swamp here, man. The alligators are swimming around us.
He does sound paranoid, but like,
He's also speaking facts.
I caught zero logic in all that. And that last bit, pure gibberish.
come on.
Come on, Marty, man. Surely you back him now.
Do not ever, ever say that to anyone in the state again.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how they sort of pushed him away as
Yeah,
well.
you see why he had to go off on his own path.
No more visiting victims' families. You will stop trying to turn missing persons into homicides, as you do not have any bodies. That's a direct fucking order, you hear me? You do anything else, I'll have you on insubordination, and I will suspend you.
Damn, when you see Kelly, what they did to her, and then you want him to give up.
Yeah. He sort of took his anger out on Marty a little bit for not backing him. Yeah, man. I do spew seeing them at such at odds.
A little less than 2 years ago, Tuttle overdosed. Accidentally, suppose it.
Oh, shit.
What's he been doing since? Here. Drinking? Bartending? Dude with a mind like that, do you think that's all he get up to?
Okay, so they see through that.
They really suspect him. I don't know. I'm not buying that part at all.
Surely they don't suspect him of those deaths.
Been in this room a long time, gentlemen. Whatever Russ is or was or became, don't call me again. I won't help you.
Okay, so they've both walked out.
Okay, well, he's backing him up now.
She's gonna find out he's been cheating through the washing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll heat up something.
Hey, those flowers came in nice. You were right, they really brighten up the yard.
She's already suspicious. Why? Because he put his clothes straight in the wash?
Maybe. Yeah, okay.
I was thinking we're due for a date night.
Yeah, of course you were thinking that.
You and me. I'm gonna dress up.
4:39 a.m. Like, who are you calling?
Movie.
Oh.
Yeah? Does that sound good?
Buddy.
He never learns.
He's not even smart about it, man. Just
I
leaves
know,
it sitting there.
I know. Like, Shruti forgave you once. That was a lot.
How devastating would that be for her?
It's a blow because it took a lot for her to come back.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oblivious.
I'm happy just to sit here with three beautiful women watching. What is this?
Just pop down. Pop down.
Do me a favor, find the game.
Here you go. I have to study.
Yeah, no one wants to be around him, unfortunately. Oh no. Just there staring at him.
See how she noticed an inconsistency and he's like oblivious to...
Yeah, I mean, you can't notice that, then you must be blind. Notice that she said thank you, we said I love you, but this guy's not picked up on anything.
I said something about forgiveness, and he said that there was no such thing as forgiveness.
Yeah, that's
That people just have
true.
short memories.
That was Ross saying that.
Yeah. She just goes out. Like, she doesn't even say anything to Marty interesting.
Well, I think now she's decided that she's just going to go out and meet people too.
Get your drink, miss?
Thank you. Sure, a vodka martini. Extra dirty.
Extra dirty.
Extra dirty.
2002. Cole's bad year too.
Rust was an intense man, but he had integrity. He was responsible.
2002 is when everything sort of broke down for both of them.
Reverend, thanks for taking the time to see me on such short notice.
Of course, Detective, please.
Aw, big man Tuttle.
People this state owe you a great deal.
Not as much as they owe you.
Buttering him up before he slams him.
You got any files? Any list of faculty?
Well, that's what I'm
You
getting at, is
should.
that these were private institutions, so you'd have to track down their administrators, I believe.
Very convenient.
See, all the schools dissolved with the program. And I'm trying to find some tax info, but there were religious exemptions.
I love how he's finding his way around.
Former deacon of yours, Austin Farrar.
That name means something.
It became apparent that Austin had implemented certain funds. Well, embezzling is the word. We elected to handle it internally rather than pursuing formal charges.
And then he had his accident.
Internally.
What accident?
I've seen more souls lost down a bottle than any pit. At the same time, It's hard to trust a man who can't trust himself with a beer, don't you think?
All of a sudden, the mood's changed a lot.
Yeah.
What's this about Wellspring Program, Austin Farrar.
Dead women and children.
Oh, straight up.
Terrible.
Oh,
That's terrible.
you'd have more emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't say anything about it at this point, Reverend.
Look at the eye contact's not breaking.
When we get the school voucher program instituted, we'll reintroduce the idea.
Will you
People should have
now?
a choice in education like anything else.
He seems creepy, but I don't know if it's just the music or...
To our old archives for outside ministries?
Yes, sir.
I'll call ahead.
I'm gonna come back for that. Reverend, thank you for your time today.
I don't think he came for that at all. More to suss the Reverend out. Getting a read on him, you know?
Beth, if you knew the day I just had.
Damn, she's hooked on him.
How did people get hooked on this guy?
I've been thinking about something all week. Don't. Ever since last time.
Don't, okay? I just...
Meg's trying to stay away.
He's trying. I mean, damn, she's come swinging, dude.
All you have to do is just hang up.
I want you to fuck me in my ass.
Oh, Marty, it's gone.
I was licking his lips.
I want you to do it to me.
I want you so bad.
You out of your goddamn mind.
Yes, he is. Not Rust.
Oh.
You're fucking unbelievable, boy. You know about this?
Look at his hair. Man's had a
Man
busy
had a
night.
rough night.
You look like you haven't seen your own bed in a couple of days, huh? Yeah? The fuck is wrong with you two?
Well, I can't speak for Russ, but I got the flu.
Oh, shut up.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. If he was pissed off after the conversation we had, then I am on to fucking something.
Shut the fuck up. I told you. I fucking told
Russ
you.
isn't
The human
wrong.
tampon here heard me.
Human tampon.
1 month without pay. Repeated rank insubordination. Misallocation of departmental resources.
Come on.
Leroy, come on, that's over the top.
Don't you fucking Leroy me. I told you both.
Oh, man.
I'm the person least in need of counseling in this entire fucking state.
Oh,
Probably.
damn.
I believe him.
The funny thing is, dude, Russ will kick the shit out of all of them in that room.
Yeah.
These fucking clowns talking to Russ like that. My money would be on him for sure. And look at his house, man. It's just full of reindeer horns and all the evidence.
Is that Margaret?
I think so, yeah.
He's doing it again. He's been doing it.
Imagine that. That's who you turn to.
Poor Russ, man. He doesn't have enough issues of his own.
What are you doing in here? What happened?
I'm off the job.
Man, you feel for them both, but especially Russ, because the man's just...
You know, people give me advice. I reckon they're talking themselves. What are you doing?
Oh, I like that insight.
Where they look, they see themselves.
He's making a move on him.
Yeah.
I did always feel like they had chemistry, but...
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess this is the conflict that they have. Trying to look
I mean,
away.
he's already trying harder than Marty ever did.
Yeah.
I'm wondering whether he'll stop or not.
Nah. Not now.
Oh, damn. I don't know, it's very dark.
Is she liking that?
I think she is, but it's just very dark.
Are we sure? I don't know. She sounds kind of scared.
No. She's enjoying. I think it's a very dark intimacy for both of them. They're both in a very dark place. And look what they're having sex over. Bodies of dead people.
Yeah, I
photos of dead
know.
people.
Did she just like regret that? Like, what's going
I think
on?
they both did.
What the fuck are you doing here? Huh?
I'm sorry. It wasn't you. Really, I wasn't even sure I could do it.
What do you mean?
What was she trying to do?
I'm sorry.
She wanted to prove she could do what Marty was doing?
You'll have to go, you see, because this, he won't live with.
Fuck out of here.
She used him.
This will hurt.
Get the fuck out of here right now.
I'm sorry, but thank you.
You get the fuck out of here.
No way, she did it to hurt Marty.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh shit! That's vindictive.
pretty-
That's
Well, she
because he
just...
fucked his life too.
Oh, man.
I knew that he got suspended and that he quit after he and Marty had their thing.
Their thing. Damn.
So you're split with Marty. That had nothing to do with Cole.
They're asking the right questions.
They are. They're good. The thing is, you want him to be angry with you, fine, but
Yeah. Took advantage of Russ being in a very weak, vulnerable
yeah.
place.
So she wasn't really enjoying it. She just wanted to get it over with for like revenge.
I have to tell you something.
Those knives were in the background.
B? Nice ass, Marty.
No, I
I
cannot.
was maybe
help
always
it.
a little too skinny for you.
No, I cannot help it if some crazy bitch
I
sending
slept
me.
with someone.
Oh, come on.
Oh, she's telling him straight away. Look at her. Look in her eyes.
She said someone
You know him.
first. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
It was Rust.
Look at that
I fucked your partner,
smirk.
Rust.
Hopefully she clears his name a little bit.
I don't think your name can be cleared after that.
You fucking whore.
You don't know the half.
Oh, my God.
Oh, come on, Marty.
Fuck like that since before the girls.
Oh, she's really digging that knife deeper.
Do it!
Damn, man. Marty snaps every time.
To explain to your daughters.
Oh, man.
Fucking hands off me.
Oh, holy shit.
This turned real quick.
Yeah, holy crap.
I mean, it's been happening for a while, but like real quick. Oh no, he's gonna go over to his house. Oh, okay.
Cole's outside. Does he know he's suspended?
Oh my god. Oh my god, Marty's seeing red. Look at him.
Oh, he's leaving his gun down in case.
Okay. Ring off, badge off, tie off,
Alright,
everything
alright.
off.
Thank God he's being responsible.
It's coming from my files, Marty.
Oh,
Oh my god.
shit. And this is quite public.
Yeah, wow. I feel like Russ is not really trying to hurt him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Russ not trying to hurt him. He's trying to hold him down.
Fuck you! Calm down, Marty. Calm! You better calm your shit right now. Get inside. You standing around watching this shit? Get the fuck inside.
I don't know, I'm breaking up.
Get him inside right now. Get him inside.
I love how the blame's on him.
I know, and it's so bullshit.
I quit. You serious? I send you a letter. Yeah, fuck this. Fuck this world, man.
Fuck this world.
Damn, dude.
Nice hook, Marty.
I get it. Fuck this world. Like, what's gonna happen to
Yeah.
him? He's trying to save children and women. And what does he
I
get
know,
for it?
and then Marty's personal life has come to bite him in the ass.
What about when he quit? Any idea why?
Maybe it was old stuff between them. The way they always rubbed wrong.
Oh.
Come on.
Well, I mean, better not give detectives, but...
That pissed me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do something, do it to Marty directly. Don't bring Rust into it. He's
Yeah.
been so sweet to you.
Oh, it's back to the beeping.
Oh, that's Rust.
Yeah.
Marty,
Rust.
long time.
Long time.
Oh, it's kind of nice.
Buy you a beer?
Sure. I'll follow you.
Oh, I'm glad I'm getting a little bit of this reconciliation.
Well, we'll see what it
Hopefully.
is.
Actually, why don't you buy me a beer?
You're the one working.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Don't like them, maybe just in
And
case.
the tail light's out. Interesting. Is that just like he can't afford it?
Maybe. This episode was dark, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, we've had some dark episodes, but very eerie, very dark, and very much the culmination of everything up until this point. I mean, the fact that we've sort of gone now to present,
Yeah.
I think that everything we needed to know from the past has now officially been wrapped up.
Yeah. I feel like everything that we kind of questioned at the start, like in our intro, everything that we had questions on and what we were like, I guess, theorizing on has been answered this episode. Like,
Yeah, there's still questions for sure.
yeah, but more so like what their dispute or conflict was. Like, that makes sense. I don't know. I'm still caught up on that because Margaret's been hurt, no doubt, by Marty.
Yeah.
By Marty. And then,
I
like,
still think it's bullshit. I feel the most for Rust in all this.
yeah.
Because from what we know at this point, he is actually the only one working a case beyond work and everything. This case is he's trying to save his women and children.
Yeah.
And then to get caught up, your partner's already sort of... I get it. Rust's very intense and not easy to be around, but Marty's already sort of thrown him in the bin and no one's treating him well, giving him the benefit of the doubt, nothing. And then, you know, for Marty's wife to come in and involve you in their personal affairs,
Yeah.
yes, okay, you can give Rust some accountability, but the way in which it happened, I mean, you're vulnerable in a very terrible state, and the way she came onto him,
Yeah.
and even as soon as it was over, he was like, what the fuck was that? Like, he sort of snapped out of it, man. Like, you can't
You're like,
underestimate.
why are you here?
Yeah, he just sort of sensed it was, oh man, that was bullshit. Like, that was, I get
That was
it.
a confronting scene to watch because it's like he had a choice, obviously, to go through with it, but it just looked dark and I don't know. She like, I don't know. I don't even know what my thoughts are. Like that will
It's
need
a very
time to
messy
digest.
situation. And I mean, you know, the reality is maybe everyone can't, but we could probably sit here and really put understanding to everyone.
Yeah.
You know, Marty's going to take the biggest blame in this scenario, but we know Marty's also pretty messed up with his work and his life. And,
Like,
you know,
the man decided to go again. Come on. Surely you know there are consequences. And surely you learned from the first time to hide it better.
what are the chances, though? I'm not taking away Marty's accountability, but what are the freaking chances he gave this girl a bit of money to help her get out? And, like, dude,
I know, that's the girl.
guys looking like Marty at his age, I get it. She sees him like as like a hero. Girls like that, I mean, probably happens. I'm probably a bit naive to it, but she's just come in his life and just given herself up completely, and she's pushy and she's, you know, I'm not saying like Marty's in the end got a responsibility, but I'm like, dude, what are the chances such a temptation was going to come in and go full circle?
I know.
And it was funny. But remember when he gave that girl money and Russ goes, is that a future investment? And he goes, can't I manage to do a decent thing?
Oh.
Like, that was good foreshadowing.
Yeah, like he didn't even know it. But
Damn, man. I love... Let me just start by saying I love this episode.
yeah.
And I think as of episode 4 onwards, everything we watch, I'm more and more in love with this series. I
Yeah.
was quite lost and sort of, you know, bit in the grey area the
Yeah.
first 3 episodes, but now I am so invested in this world, in these characters' lives. And I think the selling point for me is just Marty and Rust are such compelling characters, such tragic, hurt souls. And when we look at their lives and you know, I feel like you need both of them. Rust's probably a bit more of the standard as a character, but when they're together, they contrast so well.
100%.
And combined with just the storytelling and the atmosphere of this show, I'm really enjoying it at this stage, man.
Me
really
too,
enjoying
me
it.
too. The writing is like next level.
Brilliant.
I've got a question. These investigators, these new investigators, are they... I'm trying to understand where they're at. Like, are they investigating Russ because they believe he's been doing his own investigations, or because they think he's connected somehow to the Yellow King?
I think, I don't know if anything's confirmed, but
Yeah.
how I've read it is that they are investigating this case.
Yeah.
And in doing so, Rust and Marty have come up as the last two that solved the case. But now, because recently the photo was that a girl was murdered in the same way.
Yeah.
So they've had to dig up this old case and go, well, these two solved it. Why is this still happening? And how does it link in? What can we learn from the past?
Yeah, but I feel like it's more than that.
Well, I think when you dig that up and then you see how messy Rust and Marty's history was, and that not all the facts stacked up, because no one else would have opened the case until now. And not everything stacks up. And things have been happening. And then it's like, well, what's going on here? So they've found inconsistency, and that's what they're looking into. And we're sort of brought into it from that point of view.
So really, he's up against the clock right now to solve this case that's been going on for like 17 years. And he's got people on his tail as well. And then he's meeting up with Marty.
This will be interesting to see them in present. They've obviously probably been a number of years. I don't know how long. I mean, 2002 was when everything went down. It's 2010 or 12 now. So it's been 10 years. So I wonder, like, there's a lot of ground to cover. I don't know. It's interesting.
And then Marty's like made sure his gun is locked and loaded.
Probably as an insurance policy. I'm thinking that it looked like Marty has somewhat forgiven him, or like just, you know, moved on.
It's been 10 years.
Yeah, but the gun, I think, is more of an insurance because those detectives put doubt in his head. Like, what's he been up to and how much has he changed?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting how Margaret is, like, she's getting questioned now, but her responses are, I don't know, like, she knows when to lie and when not to lie. Like, do you know what I mean? She's
Well, we were always saying she's like a female Russ. She's very sharp.
Yeah, she's sharp.
Sharper than Marty, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, at this point.
I think it's very poetic / ironic the way this episode started off, which was Marty beating the shit out of those boys, educating them to be men for what they did to his daughter, when what he's been doing is actually a lot worse.
Well, I think it depends. Like, I don't know if this girl's underage anymore, the one that he's having sex with.
No, but I would argue, look...
Or is his daughter got raped by two older men? Like, she was underage.
Is it considered rape when... Like,
Yeah,
it's illegal,
yeah.
but she, I'm pretty sure she was consensual from
No,
what
no,
it
no,
looks
no,
like.
no, no, no. You're underage, it's rape.
Really? Is that what the definition is?
Yeah.
Okay, I always thought
'cause then-
consensual was the differentiation.
Not at that age.
I would still
Like,
argue though, opinions, but I'll still argue that an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old and consensual,
Are they 18?
I think that's what he said, yes, they're
Okay.
18. I'm pretty sure, assuming
Yeah.
they look like about 18 anyway. Assuming they're 18 and 16-year-old, I'd say is a lot more, a lot more normal than he's like 40, that girl's like 19, and he's got a wife and kids.
No, for sure.
So I
get
know
it.
by the law it's more legal, but if I'm looking at
she's a child at the end of the day. Like, that's why when they say you turn 18 or in America 21, you get certain, like, you can now vote and you can now drink and now you can drive. Well, 16 you can drive in America, but you get my point. So
it's interesting. It's interesting too because you know what this argument. We'll discuss the nuance.
Yeah.
This argument's a funny one because different cultures in different parts of the world have very different laws on this. So we
Yeah.
look at it from the West. I know for a fact my grandparents, that was very normal in the villages of Greece, and all the families around us, a lot of them were raised like that, and it was not 18. And this is a bit of a discussion now, but like it was 16 and like 28 raising a family.
yeah, laws have changed now.
Yes, but I still think it's a lot more of a West because I know that a lot of other countries, I don't know exactly, but I know there are some countries out there still where 16 you're considered a woman. So it's an interesting conversation because from the West, and I'm sure a lot of our viewership, which is in the West, would be like, I actually don't know where you guys sit. Let me know which one you think is worse and why. That'd be interesting.
Look, I think most people...
Can I just finish my point, Pudgey? Thank you. I think one is illegal and one is legal. But then when you look at legality aside, it's interesting conversation because one is a 2-year gap where if they were, I get it, but if they were 18 and 20, it's normal, but 16 and 18 is very weird.
I think the child argument is a strong one. It's like she's the child.
But
she can't make
19
those
to me,
decisions.
I agree to a degree.
Yeah.
To me, 19 to 40 is equally much of a child because that man.
No, for sure. I agree with that too, but like.
And he's got a wife and kids, you know, like.
Yeah.
It's even more like you're not even if he's single, you'd be having that conversation or less considering it a bit weird. But anyway, it's all messed up. We can agree on that. But
yeah, it's all fucked essentially.
it is interesting. I like looking at the
nitty gritty of it.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, something's a grey where it's like, well, what's the bigger evil? What's deemed something's deemed okay because the law has deemed a sort of barrier.
Yeah.
But then when you look at the numbers and the logistics, it gets murky. But
yeah, essentially you're saying you see them all as kids and they had sex and whatever, whereas it's literally like a grown man with a child. Like at 19, you're still a child, like in my eyes.
Because you know where it gets funny? Okay, those boys are 18, right? They were 17 and 10 months. She was 16. It's okay. But if they're 18 and 2 months, they're now, I get it. The law's got to have some sort of separation, but that's where I'm like, that isn't. Whereas in every scenario that Marty's in, a father and kids, doesn't matter what age she is, then let alone the fact that she's like 15, 20 years younger than you, in every situation he loses. Whereas these guys, arguably if they were a few months older, now it's okay, but they're the same guys, same stage of life, everything. That's where it gets interesting. Anyway, we'll move on. I feel like these conversations, I think they're good to have. I like to have them, but I know that they're a sensitive topic, and I know a lot of people can be a bit sensitive. That's my opinion, guys. I'm not a police officer. I'm not doing anything. I'm a reactor. Keep that in mind. The point of that was, anyway, that it was funny how the irony in him dealing that justice and then fucking up the whole thing.
Yeah. But it's interesting. You compartmentalize in your life. Like, he goes, in this scenario, I am a father and my daughter was taken advantage of and she can't make her own decisions. Whereas he becomes the child in a sense where, you know, when he's having sex with someone younger, he's like, it's like he's not allowing himself to make decisions, make responsible decisions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Marty, it always reminds, the funniest scene, I'm not gonna lie, in the first time we saw him having an affair with that first girl.
Yeah.
And she said something, she said something dirty to him, and he did that little laugh. He was like, he did it so, the laugh, and we both cracked up. I don't know. That just represents Marty to me. Like, he's this goofball, and when it comes to these attractive young women, his brain just turns to mush.
Yeah.
Because as a detective, he can be quite, good presence, and not as sharp as Russ, but he can, and even quite intimidating sometimes. But then comes these young girls, and the man just turns to shit. And it's funny because a few times in this series, people have mentioned, I think both Rust and even his wife mentioned him being a good man.
Yeah.
And I know there are some people who are going to deem not a good man. That's not the discussion I'm having. But I think there is definitely goodness in him. You see that his heart, as a person, is in the right place. He's not a great father and husband. That's its own thing. But he's not actually, like, when he gave that girl money, at that point in time, it wasn't an investment. He was like, dude, get out of here. This is horrible and it's illegal. Unfortunately, he's also a bit of a hypocrite and he's not the best at everything, but
well, he was saying, like, I mean, we've spoken about it in previous episodes discussions, but he was saying that in the darkness in the world that his job that he lives in, that
and the mess of his brain.
Yeah, that he sees every single day, that's a bit of his relief. And I'm not saying it's right, but
seeing that shit that he does is going to mess you up.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's a convenient excuse, but I kind of understand what he's saying, where he's saying, like, I need to let that out, that destructive part out on someone else that can take it or that wants it or whatever, and come home and be the man you guys want me to be as a husband and a father.
Yeah.
And
it's understandable. Doesn't mean he has to go about it in that way.
No.
But it's understandable. Other men might just go to the pub for a beer or need to go do some boxing or something, which might be a healthier way to go about it. But you understand that compartmentalizing and separating those two realities in your brain is very hard to go to that. It's like, somewhat akin to men that go to war and they come home to their families. A lot of them struggle to adjust to normality because it's just what you've seen and what you've been through How do you go home and play with the Barbie dolls with your daughters
Happy
and
families,
you know, just listen to the pictures? Like, you know, it's not easy.
Listen to the pictures.
Like, you know, and I don't know the word I'm looking for is get around your daughter's pictures, like whatever, their drawings, talk about it. I don't fucking know, dude. I feel like my brain's now suffering from all this shit. This episode didn't really focus on the case much at all. It did little bit.
I think it did. You're focusing on all the other stuff. I was gonna say like Billy Tuttle, like what's going on there? Like,
yeah, okay, it did a bit. I think I meant the overarching focus on it definitely was the relationship between Marty and Russ. But yes, you can go on now.
Thank you, sir. No, I don't know what to think. Like, a lot goes on when Russ is in a conversation, you know? So, he was kind of... I felt like Tuttle knew that Russ knew. And Russ is right. Like, you don't get pissed off and go to his superiors if you've got something to hide. Do you know what I mean? So he's got something to hide. I don't know exactly what it is, but he looks sus. And when Russ is saying, like, you know, it's women and children dead, like, we're trying to get to the bottom of it, is that, I don't know, he was too, like, honestly, I would get my back up at that point. What do you mean? Like, why are you questioning me then?
So Tuttle
is
the preacher, right?
Yeah.
Or the reverend, whatever it was. Preacher.
Not the one that was drinking.
No, the one at the institute with the cross and everything. Yeah, he definitely seemed sus. That could be them misleading us, but they definitely painted a picture on him because conveniently all the files are missing.
Yeah.
And, you know, but Russ almost looked like he got what he wanted out of that because when he went asked the questions, he left before he looked at the files. Maybe he knew they were giving him a run around. It's like, I'm not going to get anything here, but
Russ was correct as well. Like, remember how the task force, Tuttle was part of the task force that decided to come in and take over this case.
Yeah.
It's like, that seems sus. I don't know exactly what it is, but it is sus. And something's going on.
That is very interesting. We never thought about why those detectives were so eager.
And even that reverend, the one that is now drinking and stuff, he was saying like he saw this folder of naked kids
sleeping, maybe drugged, like you said.
And he went to Tuttle, and Tuttle like wanted nothing to do with it. And didn't he get angry or something? Like,
so they said powerful people in higher up places or whatever.
Yeah.
So isn't it funny? Like all the focus was on Ledoux, and Ledoux seems like a small fry in a much bigger thing.
Obviously Ledoux was not innocent. Like,
and Tuttle does fit the description. You know, we saw that girl as well, and she screamed at him. She said he was a giant.
Yeah.
Tuttle was quite a big man, so
yeah.
I don't know. It might be more than just Tuttle. I wonder how this circles back.
Yeah, literally flat circle.
Time is a flat circle. It's almost like the way this story is written so far, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
I like shows like this because it reminds me of some of the movies we've watched, let's say like The Prestige or a lot of Nolan films, but where the more we talk, the more we put this together.
Yeah.
It is fun. Like we're almost detectives, like looking at the evidence and then slowly piecing together as much as we can.
Yeah. I was going to say to your flat circle comment, it's like, even the way the investigations are happening, them are going in the past and now we're like present, like the time is flat in a sense, the way we're watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like we've come to this point, which is almost where we started, which is who is this?
Yeah.
Who are we looking for with the antlers and all that stuff? We've come all the way around and we get sort of back at the beginning in a way. It is very interesting.
Liking. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you do want early access to our reactions or you want to watch them uncut, we'll leave a link to our Patreon in the description down below. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.